Η τραγωδία την γραφεά και τρομερή Αθηνά. Δέξου την γενή ημών προσφορά. Εκλυπαρούμε του ελαίου.
Talking in circles may work on others. Cassandra! I knew you'd be back for more. I can't say it hasn't been on my mind, but alas, we must save it for another time.
Whatever you say.
I hate to cut our conversation short, Socrates, but I believe you've talked enough for the both of us. We must find another use for that mouth of yours.
Speak to him long enough, and you may find the smallest hint of knowledge veiled deep behind his enthusiastic advances.
A compliment and an insult in the same sentence. He truly is gifted. You've arrived at the perfect time. I have a friend named Sophanes who wants to become an Athenian citizen. Your help.
I can't wait to hear why it's my help he needs.
Any Misthios would do, really, but you're my favorite. All you need to do is sign my friend's name on a little list.
There has to be a reason Sophanes can't sign the list himself.
Well, he would, but he isn't nearly as able as you are.
Meaning?
Meaning, you have skills he doesn't possess. He'd fail if he tried on his own.
Why Athens? Surely he's a citizen somewhere else already.
Everyone wants to be an Athenian citizen, even if they don't say so. Sophanes has a mind for politics, but can only participate as a citizen.
I didn't realize you had a list of mercenaries you favor. And I'm at the top?
Of course you are. Although, if you ask nicely, I would happily let you be on the bottom.
This sounds simple. Now tell me why it isn't.
There's this small matter that you'll have to enter the Metroon, where you're not allowed, and forge his name well enough, of course.
So he's trying to become a citizen illegally. You should have led with that.
I'll try to remember that the next time. The building you're looking for is near the Agora. Be safe.
I don't speak in circles or any other shape. You answered one of my questions, and that brought another to mind.
And another. Ooh, and another.
Better stay hidden.
No chance! No! No! Gotcha! Victory! Vamos!
There. His name's been signed. Time to get back to Alcibiades.
Όταν το επιχείρημα δομητικό
Έξω την καινή μόνη προσφορά.
My favorite Misthios returns.
Sophanis' name is on the list, but it came at a price.
I see. Well, sometimes blood must be shed. You were the right Misthios for the job. Now that you forged my friend's name on the citizens list, there's one more thing that needs to be done.
To be done before, I could have taken care of it already.
Maybe, but this way I get to see you more often.
Just tell me what you need.
Unfortunately, getting Sophanis' name on the list doesn't make him a citizen. He also needs a witness who can validate his citizenship.
So you want me to be the witness?
If only it were that easy. No, there's someone I have in mind. An extremely handsome man by the name of Peiros.
I'll find your handsome witness.
Perfect! I knew you'd be willing to help.
There must be a good reason we can't be witnesses.
Of course. The witness must be an Athenian citizen, but it can't be a friend. Be careful with Peiros, though. It's easy to lose oneself in his gaze.
If there's more after this, I want to know now.
Of course! This should be the last thing.
Should?
I mean, is.
Time to find Peiros.
He's often around the Justice Building on the east side of the Agora.
And I just ask him to help?
Peiros needs to say that the parents of Sophanis were both Athenian. How you get him to do it is up to you.
That's the guy Alcibiades called handsome? Can't say I agree with him.
You tell Theon I'm not giving him anymore. If he wants to talk to me, he can come himself.
I'm not here about debts.
Well, what do you want then?
There's something I need your help with. Well, you'd actually be helping someone else.
That someone sent you tells me it's something I'd be better off avoiding.
You just need to validate a man's citizenship. Alcibiades said it's an easy role for you to play.
Ah, Alcibiades. He's persistent. And who is this man I meant to help?
His name is Sophanis.
Sophanis. I know that name well. I won't help you though, not for him.
I don't know him. Why don't you want to help?
True Misthios never get all the information up front. Sophanis betrayed his men for drachmi. He deserves death, not citizenship. Ah, look, it isn't your fault. You didn't know, but now you do.
Sounds like Theon may be sending someone to collect from you. Wouldn't it be nice to have the drachmi you need?
Fine. I'll do what you want.
στον χρόνο σου.
You've returned!
Socrates too, it seems.
Much like you, he just can't seem to stay away. I hope there were no issues.
Yes, he just needed a little push.
Ah, I was worried about that. Well, you did the right thing.
You kept information from me. Information that would have been nice to know.
I believe people like Sophanis deserve second chances. I didn't think what he did mattered to you.
Next time, let me decide what matters to me.
Understood. I should give Sophanis the news.
Do not bad citizens do harm to their neighbors and good citizens good? Is it possible to tell if someone will be good or bad without first giving them a chance?
Person isn't the same forever. Someone bad can become good.
But is the inverse not also true? Someone considered good can then become bad? How can we predict someone's actions now, let alone in the future?
We can't. One thing I've learned is people are unpredictable.
We can either hope we are right and that people will be good, or limit risk by not giving people like Sophanis a chance. I wonder then if bad actions can reverse good or good actions can reverse bad. Perhaps we can speak on that another time.
Thank the gods.
I call that impression the lapdog. I wonder how many scraps every boss has received from Cleon's table. Hermippos has gone too far, Socrates. Pericles gave everything to Athens. Yet, we must still hear of Cleon's greatness.
Aristophanes, have you not done seemly things to Hermippos?
How dare you compare me to that man? His plays are a nuisance. Something I could come up with in an afternoon, and a drunken one at that. Mine are for a clever audience.
The same audience you judge, should it not be clever enough?
Careful, Socrates, else I make you a character in one of my plays. Do you agree with Socrates that Hermippos should say what he wants?
They're only words. Hermippos should be able to say what he wants.
No matter what he says? What if in Athens, but throughout the land?
Saying what he wants doesn't mean he would escape my spear.
Then everything we say has a consequence, even if we are allowed to say it. An intriguing thought, wouldn't you agree?
If you have such an issue with Hermippos, why not do something about it yourself?
I'd like to, but I haven't been able to find him. Maybe you'd have better luck.
It can't be that hard to find Hermippos.
That's what I thought as well. Maybe he's afraid I'll find him.
Once Hermippos is in front of you, what are you going to say?
I'm not entirely sure yet, but I promise you, it will be a grand spectacle.
It almost sounds like you're jealous of Hermippos.
Ha! Me? Envious of him? Making someone sad is easy, but making someone laugh takes true skill and talent.
Wherever Hermippos is, I'll find him.
I hope you do. His residence would be a good place to start.
Hermipos is here. I should take a look around. This is a lot of money for someone like Hermipos. Explains his residence, at least. Looks like Cleon made notes for Hermipos on his play. Everyone's a writer. A mask from the cult of Cosmos. Hermipos must be a member.
Επικαλούμε σε μάκρα
Μηδενός αντιτίμους.
What is it?
I couldn't find Hermipos, but I did find out something about him. He's a member of the cult of Cosmos.
Then it's no wonder he attached himself so closely to Cleon. Discrediting Pericles and his beliefs in Athens would benefit Hermipos and the cult, I'd imagine.
Hermipos is definitely a problem.
Do you still believe he should say what he wants, Socrates?
I know not what I think, nor what I know.
Ah, yes, you deserve a play of your own.
I should try to stay out of sight.
Στα λάθος πόλεμος απαξεί τα εμπορεύματα εκ του ευξήνου πόντου. Έχομεν κατά μονοπόλιο.
Μη οράσους. Had your choice.
Greece is finally free of your influence. That's a nice horse, Socrates.
It's a very nice horse. A sturdy horse. It's also a stolen horse.
It looks like I'll have to report you, Socrates. It's what a good citizen would do, right?
Oh, very good. Although a bit preemptive without all the details, wouldn't you say?
It was a joke.
The real question is whether there is truth behind the joke, or if one's mind can be changed once the whole story is revealed.
What story is that?
There is a man nearby who is responsible for stealing the horse. I've been contemplating the proper course of action, but I'd like to know what you think is right.
And how should I make my decision?
Your thoughts are your own, but speaking to the thief himself may help you decide. Can such a crime be justified? It's an interesting thought.
Where's the thief now?
I told him to wait by the stables southwest of here.
If you caught him stealing a horse, what's to say he won't just run away?
The hope of keeping the horse. That's where you come in. I'll let him tell you the rest.
Are you the one who stole the horse? Socrates said I should talk to you.
Bad enough being caught, but to have a Misthios judge me?
Better than...
The man I stole it from won't even miss it. He has plenty of others, while my only horse died last week. If I had the drachmi to buy a new one, I would have.
Did you steal the horse to use it, or sell it?
I have a family to feed, and this horse will help me on the farm. Plus, I have no other way of traveling right now.
There's no other option?
Not that I could think of. Trust me, I feel shame for what I did.
Any reason you picked this specific horse?
It was the easiest one to take. Other than that, not really. Though, I did make sure it wasn't his best horse.
A courteous thief.
I didn't steal it for fun. I did it because I had no other choice.
I have enough information to make a decision.
I hope you can understand. Wouldn't you do the same if it was your family?
Have you decided what should be done?
If he needs the horse more than the man he stole it from, let him keep it. It'll do him more good.
So, determining whether a crime deserves a consequence or reward is dependent on the reasons behind it? An intriguing thought, although I can see how dangerous such thinking might be.
The real question is whether my decision matters at all, or if this was just another test to see what I would do.
There is a good chance it is both, but an equally good chance it is neither.
Now you're not making sense on purpose.
Let me ask you one more thing. If one man kills another in order to save many, can his actions be considered just? Or should the man be punished?
If the action was for a good reason, then he is in the right.
So, in times like these, people like us get to determine the law. Many would believe a murder still deserves consequence.
The people whose lives were saved would disagree.
Then perhaps making choices that affect the most people for good is a correct path. Wouldn't you agree?
Are we done yet? I can't stay here all day.
Of course you can't. It's a luxury few can afford. Even those with the time for it often lack the mental capacity for such things.
Okay.
Αληθώς του το συνέβη.
So now they have people watch us get punished. That's a different kind of shame.
I'm not here to watch. I just saw you by chance.
What you saw was a man who paid his master for freedom, but is being kept a slave.
You can do that?
My master gave me a price for my freedom, and I saved until I had enough. Now that I've given him the drachmi, he pretends as if the deal never existed.
That isn't right. Let me talk to him for you.
Really? You do that? My name is Phaedon. I don't know who you are, but surely you were sent by the gods. They must have heard my prayers.
If you're waiting on help from the gods, I can leave.
No, please don't. Someone or something brought you here to me.
Yes, my legs did.
Gods or not, I'm grateful. My master should be near the silver mine. He's likely overseeing other slaves like myself.
Have you always been a slave?
Since my youth. I was in the wrong place and born to the wrong family. I've been sold more than once.
And you just now got enough to buy your freedom.
More like I found a master who was willing to give me that sort of deal. I should have known he'd lie. It was my only hope, and now it's gone.
Do you often get whipped like that?
More than you know.
What did you do?
I don't always know. Not working fast enough, looking at someone wrong, asking for water. Sometimes they do it just for fun.
I'll talk to your master and make sure he listens.
He's not really the listening type.
He will be with me.
You look strong. I could always use more people to keep the slaves in line if you're looking for work.
I'm already working. I'm here about one of your slaves, Phaedon.
As if I know their names. You're wasting my time.
Give me a moment to explain.
That's close enough to begging for me. Fine. Speak.
There's a man who paid you for his freedom. He'd like you to follow through on that promise.
Doesn't sound familiar. But I'm feeling generous. Do something for me, and I'll give this Phaedon his freedom.
What is it?
There's a woman I'd like you to kill. It'll leave her family to fend for themselves. But the cult of Cosmos needs it done.
You're a member of the cult? If that's true, then you know who I am.
You're smarter than they make you out to be, Eagle Bearer.
Tell me why I shouldn't just kill you now.
You could. Of course, if I'm killed, the slave stays that way. And I'm the only one who knows where his papers are.
Why does this woman need to die?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you needed to know that. Wait, you don't.
Phaedon said you already broke your promise once. This better not be another of those times.
Look around. I have plenty of slaves. In exchange for the woman's death, I can let one go.
Most people prefer to keep their cult status a secret.
You can't do a thing about it if you want to help whatever his name is. Also, It adds a bit more fun to the situation, don't you think?
I'll be on my way.
Kill the woman or not, it's your choice. But if you want your slave friend to go free, it's the only way.
Cassandra! What chance that we should meet here?
It doesn't really feel like chance.
Ah, so you wish for today's topic to be about fate.
No, not really.
Good, because I had another in mind.
Attica is large, yet fate keeps bringing us together.
Ah, you're trying to bring us back to fate once again. I won't let you avoid answering my questions, though.
So how much did you overhear?
Oh, all of it. You have a difficult choice to make, clearly. How much is the freedom of one person worth? Do you believe one life is worth more than another?
There's no difference between one person and another. We all take our first breath the same way.
But are the breaths you take equal to my own? Would you not say the breath of Pericles is put to better use than that of someone in prison?
It doesn't matter which two people you compare. The answer is the same.
So, a thief is equal to a priest, a politician to a child? An interesting view.
I think I've said enough.
Ah, you're right. I know you are busy and your mind is weary.
That does sound like me.
Go now. It's been an honor having these conversations with you.
You too, Socrates.
If a farmer steals a fruit today, but gives some of his crop to the poor tomorrow, who may decide?
What is it?
I'm not going to kill someone so you'll free Phaethon when he should have been already.
Fine. I'll find someone else to kill her, and Phaethon will remain my slave. I'll be sure he receives a grand reward for wasting so much of my time.
I'll root all of you out.
Hey! Let me out of here!
Gods! Set fire out! Coin! Shit! Out! You deserved worse. I should try to stay out of sight. These bandits look drugged. What happened here? I thought I'd never get out. What happened to this camp?
Shere! You know, I see why you like going on these quests. The bandits don't even put up a fight. And there's wine! Tastes a bit off, though.
Barnabas? It isn't safe here.
That's lotus flower wine. The bandits are drugged.
I don't feel so good.
What are you doing?
I hope you're ready to die.
You drank lotus flower, Varnava. Snap out of it. Come on, old man. Let's get you home. How are you feeling?
That doesn't matter. The gods, they sent me a vision.
You said the name Lida.
The gods showed her to me. Lida was my wife.
You're married?
I thought I'd lost her a long time ago, but I saw her in my vision. She's alive. We just have to find her.
I'll help you find her, but a vision isn't much to go on.
There were 3 visions. In the darkness of a forgotten cave, Lida fed a cyclops. But then I saw her drinking wine with a witch. Then I could hear her singing like a siren.
About this vision of the Cyclops.
And led me deep into the heart of the caves of Anafi. There, I saw Lida feeding a young cyclops.
So, Lida was drinking wine with a witch?
She herself showed me. The witch and Lida were dear friends, drinking wine together well into the night. In the background, I could see the ruins on Paros Island.
You said sirens?
Persephone showed me a painted wall. Behind it, sirens lurked. Lida was trapped. Then, Demeter warned me in her motherly voice. You dare not approach, lest your ears pollute your mind.
Good advice from both you and Demeter. But what should I use?
You believe me? Here, take this. Beeswax.
If Lida is alive, I'll find her.
Welcome back! There's a message for you on the board. Came from the Delos Islands. One of the cultists is there, Cassandra. His name is Podarkes.
You reading my messages, Barnabas?
I may have taken a peek.
By the gods, that smells good.
About my Lida, do you have any news?
If Lida is alive, I'll find her. This looks like the place.
No closer! Please!
I'm not here to hurt you.
Everyone hurt me because look different.
You're not the only one. I've been attacked my whole life for what I am.
You different, like me. Friends. Me Polyphemus. You little.
Sure. Little. Polyphemus, I'm looking for a woman who was here.
No friend for a long time. You help make friend. Friend fish together. You like fish.
So I help you make a friend to go fishing with, and you'll help me find the woman I'm looking for.
Pretty beach. Little will see. Little will like. We go now. Little follow. Show beach where lady help Polyphemus.
Polyphemus, this is important. Do you mean Lida?
Silly little. Not Lita. Lady. Little think Polyphemus Cyclops?
You're nothing like the Cyclops from Kefalonia. He had one real eye and one fake eye. He picked on Little.
Pick on Little? What you do?
I shoved his fake eye up a goat's ass.
Little funny. Bad man. Hate Polyphemus.
I have you now!
There, big guy. The beach is yours now to fish all you want.
Little think beach pretty.
It depends on who's looking at it. Sure. I think it's pretty.
But still need friend to share. Polyphemus like poetry. Can practice with you. Tell Polyphemus what make little.
Well, I have eyes. They're nice, I guess.
Polyphemus, no lady with pretty green eyes. She nice. What else?
Nothing makes me happier than celebrating. Drinking and singing are good for the spirit.
With friend. Polyphemus love to sing. More?
I've never been able to rely on anyone the way I can rely on Varnavas and our crew. I wish my work didn't take me away from them.
Little hurt inside. Like Polyphemus. For you.
This is beautiful, big guy.
More give for little spices from pretty green-eyed lady. Only give Polyphemus ever got.
This might be exactly what I was looking for. So you have a beach to go fishing.
Only need friend.
I can't stay here, big guy. But if I ever meet someone who loves fishing and poetry as much as you do, I'll send them your way. This is it. That sound. Are there actual sirens here? I should put the beeswax in my ears, just in case.
η κατέχεις ωραίους ρυμούς.
Ελθέ, Θεά σωτηρά.
Looks old.
Please don't hurt us!
I'm not going to hurt you. I will free you. What are you doing here?
My whole life I heard tales of the siren song. A sound so sweet men would gladly die to hear it. You have no idea how dull life is for a fisherman with a love of poetry and music.
You chose to be here.
I didn't know this is what I would find. By the time I realized there was no escape.
I found this Avlos. What do you know about it?
That one was special. They stole it from the woman who escaped. But that was a long time ago.
This tomb is full of bloodthirsty women. Who are they?
No one speaks. They drain my blood, then boil and drink it. In their rituals, they scream into the night. I'm so tired, but I never sleep. Please save me.
So, what are you doing here?
My whole life I heard tales of the siren song. A sound so sweet men would gladly die to hear it. You have no idea how dull life is for a fisherman with a love of poetry and music.
You're obsessed with poetry, and you're a fisherman. I have an opportunity for you to have both those things, without being held like some animal.
Anything would be better than this.
You will not be disappointed.
It's been so long since I was shown kindness. My thanks.
Το άδικον εστίν.
I can't stay with you, big guy. But I think I found someone you should meet. Πολυφέμος, ευρύλοχος.
Show you cave?
Show me everything, my big friend.
This is the grandest, most spectacular shore on which I've ever laid my weary eyes. I want to see it all.
You little, but big heart. Take this special gift.
I need to talk to her.
These pigs look hungry.
Welcome to my empire, traveler. I am its empress, Kyra of the Oceanids.
You live here?
Where are my manners? You must be weary after your long journey. There's some wine in my hold if you'd fetch it for us. I'm a bit indisposed at the moment.
I could use a drink. I'll fetch the wine. This toy has teeth marks. This says her subjects are hungry. What subjects? Could this blood be human?
You look deliciously thirsty.
All right, Empress. Let's drink.
Drink. Breathe your last breath. My subjects grow hungry.
Alaga, my head. Where am I? I will rip you apart and feed you to your animals!
How dare you challenge an empress?
The witch kept a list of names and trophies. This bracelet was worn by a leader.
The commander is taking the helm! Until your return, commander.
About my leader, do you have any news?
In the cave I found a man. I took these spices from him.
Ah, my leader. Do you think the man you found was a Cyclops? Then she concocted an elixir from these spices and helped him to grow a second eye?
Barnabas, there was no Cyclops on Anafi any more than there was one on Kefalonia.
Have faith, my friend. Lida was there.
I found this bracelet. And a lot of pigs.
I can explain. Lida had it and was transformed into a pig by Kirki. When she was turned back into a beautiful woman, she gave this to Kirki to remember her by.
Right as always, old friend. Which means we're one step closer to finding Lida, I think.
You think correctly! The gods would never lie! Aside from Volos and Apati. But never mind them!
I found this Avlos on a siren. If you could call her that.
An Avlos! My wife always loved these! I bet she learned to play it alongside the sirens as they sung men to their deaths. Just like her.
There were no sirens. Just bloodthirsty priestesses. And this Avlos? It could be anybody's.
Then how did we know where to look? It's a clue, and Persephone led us right to it.
All that for a bracelet, an Avlos, and some spices.
But look! I know this bracelet too well. The women of the Siege Plains wear them. These spices are native to the lands of Demeter. And this Avlos is marked by a craftsman.
They're all from Attica.
The cave! They're all around the one known as the entrance to the underworld. It can't be a coincidence. Is that where Lida is?
There's only one way to know. Let's go.
I know you've doubted me. I must have sounded like a crazed old fool, but you won't regret this.
What matters is that we do this together, old friend. Now sail. So what does Lida look like?
She was the most beautiful woman I've ever known. Beautiful dark hair and skin. Her green eyes sparkled like jewels. And when she drank, could she fight?
Ah, she sounds fun.
She was nothing more, my young friend. So much more.
Let's hope no one notices me here. There are so many bodies. Is this the underworld?
Cassandra
Lida?
Stop! I'll kill you if you come any closer. Who sent you? Pelenos? Adikles?
Relax. We're here on our own.
You haven't aged a day. Is this the underworld? Lida, it's me, Varnavas.
That was my father's name. I never told it to anyone.
Father? Young one, please. What was your mother's name?
The same as mine. Lida of Ithaca.
You were right, old friend. Lida survived, but not the way your visions told you. This is your daughter.
Impossible. You have no proof.
Young one, a lifetime ago, your mother and I sailed side by side. The night I lost my eye, a tempest overwhelmed us and ran us into the rocks. Lida was so brave. She roped together some of the splintered hull. I held her and I said, "Don't stop paddling."
Until you reach the shore.
Oh, she told you this story. Good!
After all this time, Mater said you were a king who died fighting the Hydra. You need to know. Mater, she's...
I understand. We'll grieve her together.
I hate to interrupt, but Lida, you did threaten us with a blade.
Mater died, I took over the farm. Ever since, suitors have tried to marry me for my fortune. When that didn't work, they decided it would be easier to kill me for it.
You've been defending yourself. Let us help.
These kind of people don't stop until they have what they want. You mentioned two names?
Pelenos and Antikles. They both live nearby. I can show you where.
Let's go together.
With you by my side, we'll be unstoppable.
Right. Together. Into battle. I will meet my leader again in the Golden Fields. Tell me, did she ever remarry?
She did. He was a good man, kind to her and to me.
Good! I pray to the gods that if she lived, she would live happily. The gods listened.
There they are!
You're a joke!
Troppo si vedi?
Must tread cautiously here. My mother's farm and my life are safe, with all my heart. Thank you, both of you.
And thank you for making this old man happy again. Now, about that wine!
Now that you have your life back, what will you do with it?
Honor my mother, protect our farm and our fortune.
I was hoping you'd join your old pater on the Adrestia.
The gods sent me a sign by bringing you back to me to save this place. I can't dishonor them and matter by leaving.
You're right. This land needs you.
Pater, our farm is yours. One day, when you've sailed the world and want a stable home, you will have one here. But unless Demeter herself burns these silos down, I know I'm acting in the will of the gods.
You all right?
She's as strong as her mother. I couldn't be more proud. I only wish she'd change her mind.
Maybe she will. In the meantime, whenever we sail past these lands, let's make it a point to stop in and say here.
Ah, the Delos Islands. Two sides of the same coin. Delos, sacred birthplace of Artemis and Apollo. And Miconos, where people do everything that's forbidden on Delos.
Read me the note again.
Eagle-bearing Mystios. That's you. Podarkes, cruel leader of Delos Islands, takes money from our pockets and food from our mouths, all to feed his
Insatiable.
Yes! His insatiable thirst for power.
Podarkes is one of them, Barnabas. The ones hunting my family. Keep reading.
We are a modest but fierce group of rebels who'd pay you handsomely to help us overthrow our vile oppressor. I pray the winds guide you swiftly to our shores, Mystios. Our...
We arrived just in time to help.
You see, Poseidon wasn't trying to drown you. He was getting you where you needed to go. Aggressive.
Does the note say where Kyra is?
There are two locations marked. A camp along the northwestern coast and a hideout that looks like it's underneath the city.
Podarkes sounds like a cruel man.
He's worse. I once heard a family was late in paying their dues to the gods. Podarkes sent his men to their farm and took the young ones from their beds. When their mater and pater woke up to feed the animals, they discovered the animals were already feeding on the corpses of their sons.
The sooner I send this monster to Hades, the better.
Even Hades would shudder in his presence.
This place seems... nice.
This island has a giant history, my friend.
We don't have time, Barnabas.
I meant Mykonos literally has a history involving giants. Apollo was once friends with Hyperboreans from the snowy north. Until one day, they sent 2 maidens and 5 of their men to Delos with offerings for the son of Zeus. They were never seen again.
And Miconos?
The island itself was built from the corpses of giants slain by the legendary Heracles.
My mind wandered. Remind me what the note said?
Eagle-bearing Mystios.
The short version, please.
Podarkes, cruel leader, thirst for power, pay you handsomely, rebellion, people dying.
It's time I met with this Kyra.
I'll have the ship ready in case we need any... immediate departures.
That was Kefalonia, and that was mostly your fault.
Ha ha! Here, Cassandra!
Here, Barnabas. There's the rebel hideout. Seems like a good place for a hideout. I'm looking for the one called Kyra. I've come in response to a call for help. You missed.
Are you here to spy, Athenian? Or maybe you are Athena herself, dressed in a dirty disguise?
Do I really look like a spy to you?
Podarkes and his men have been hunting and killing us without mercy. His spies are everywhere. He won't rest until all who oppose him are dead. We are all that's left of the resistance. This is the first night we aren't fighting for our lives. And it could be our last. And suddenly, you show up.
This is why I'm here. It's your symbol, right?
You're the Mystios who bears the eagle of Zeus? My apologies. These are dangerous times for anyone waging war against the Athenian Empire and the Delian League. I am Kyra.
I thought Delos was the heart of the Delian League. Athens' pride and joy.
We were, until Athens took the League's treasury away from Delos.
Why?
So they could build a statue of Athena mocking Apollo. The people pleaded with Podarkes not to trust Athens with the treasury, but his thirst for power made him dead.
If things are so miserable, why doesn't Delos abandon the League?
Podarkes sends Athenian soldiers to collect money from us all. The moment that stops, Athenian ships will burn our islands to the ground.
Your note mentions Podarkes. I'm going to find him.
His house is on the coast, north of Miconos city. But he's heavily guarded. We've never been able to get close enough without taking heavy casualties. This is why I sent for you.
I came here to help you deal with one man, not go to war.
Which is why I sent word of a rebellion to the mighty Cassandra, and Sparta too.
Podarkes discovered the other camp and sent Athenian soldiers to attack.
Malaka!
You and your rebels are too drunk to fight. Leave the soldiers to me.
If you think I'm going to miss a chance to kill Athenians, you're the one who's drunk.
Did Sparta answer your call for help?
A polemarchos named Taletas and a handful of Spartans landed on Mykonos not long before you.
It's their camp we're headed to, isn't it?
Taletas needs our help now, though he'd never admit it.
Sounds Spartan, all right.
Fight by my side!
That got the blood pumping. I should talk to the Spartan.
You fought well, Kyra. You too, Spartan?
I was, but that was a long time ago.
Spartan blood is eternal, stranger. What's your name?
This is Cassandra, the one I told you about.
They call me Taletas. I was polemarchos to the Spartans here.
Was?
Our ship was sunk. Our generals killed. There are only a few of us left.
We've all lost friends to this war.
And we will mourn them later.
She's right. We shouldn't be standing here drenched in Athenian blood.
We'll be safe in the hideout. Let's talk there.
Will you come to the hideout now, or...?
There's no time to waste. We'll go to the hideout now.
How long till Podarkes finds us? We're right under his nose.
His nose is so high in the air, he couldn't find the statue of Artemis Agrotera if he was standing on her head.
We know where he lives. I say we knock down his door and run our spears through his face.
That's a terrible plan.
The Spartan phalanx is impenetrable in a ground assault.
Not when there's only 12 of you. You think with your heart. That's what I like about you. But you're a general. To those men now, you need to think with your head.
All you do is hide in caves and lurk in shadows. We didn't come here to hide. We came here to fight!
And we will. But right now, we're outnumbered. We must be strategic. Cassandra, what do you think we should do?
Kyra's right. Taking them head-on would be suicide.
Sailing here was suicide! Right now, my men are on the beach. That's where I'll be!
Taletas, don't!
If you decide you actually want to win this rebellion, come find me.
Ah, Spartans.
Don't mind him. He'll be fine after he kicks something. But I'm glad you agree with me, Cassandra. Meet me at the Temple of Artemis. There we can discuss how to take down Podarkes.
This is going to be a long rebellion. You with the... What's with all the whispering?
Shh! If the soldiers hear us, they'll kill me. You're the Mystios working for Kyra and the rebels, yes?
Who's Kyra?
Yes! A smart question to ask yourself. But secrets are not secret forever, Mystios. I can tell you.
If you know something, spit it out!
If the soldiers see me, they'll kill me. Apollo knows they already tried. There's a house near the market, been boarded up for ages. Sneak your way in. We'll talk after.
Strange. I should find the house, see what this beggar has to say. I'm coming for you, Podarkes. House is boarded up. Must be the place. A note was left behind. A warning from Podarkes. He was paying this woman to keep quiet. About what? Bloody footprints. A child's. Must have been hiding in that chest. This woman was killed. Left in the open without dignity. Huh. An Athenian spear tip broke off in her ribs. Wooden dolls. A mother and child. One engraved with the letter M and the other K. Nothing else to find here. I need to speak with that strange woman.
And what did the Mystios find?
A body. A woman. She was killed by an Athenian spear.
This is all?
There was a letter from Podarkes. Said he'd kill them both if she broke her silence. Both? Why kill a child unless...
Oh, it was his. Shh! They could be listening. Now tell me, quietly, what else did you find?
The dolls. Engraved with the letters K and M. M is for mother. You asked who I worked for. The little doll with the K, the child was Kyra.
Yes, yes, which means...
By the gods! Podarkes is Kyra's pater!
Very wise, Mystios, very wise indeed.
Kyra needs to know.
She'll never believe you, never. Her whole life she hunts the man who sent Athenians to kill her mater in front of her terrified eyes. But the gods spared little Kyra. She escaped.
How do you know so much?
I was there, Mystios. I protected the little one. The Athenians were so busy trying to kill me, Kyra slipped right past their blades.
You were involved in this.
My name was Otonia. I was a servant for Podarkes.
What?
Night after night, Kyra's mother came to the house. Little one wanted to meet her pater. Podarkes made me send her away, but she kept coming. So Podarkes sent me to her house with a note.
The warning.
She didn't listen. Podarkes sent me back to her house, this time with Athenian soldiers.
Kyra needs to know Podarkes is her father. But I won't confront her until I have proof.
The woman came to Podarkes' house one night, begged me to give him the doll Kyra made for him.
If Podarkes had it, he might have kept it somewhere.
Only the gods would know.
I will find this doll.
Now the Mystios knows who she's for. The rebels should know too.
There's the doll. This place is well guarded. Need to be careful.
Stay right there!
Podarkes kept the doll Kyra made for him. She engraved it with the letter P for pater. Where's Kyra?
She's...
Miss me already, Mystios?
Kyra, there's something I need to tell you.
That look on your face, so serious. Sit, relax, drink some wine.
What I'm about to say is for you alone.
Follow me. Now that you have me all alone, what is it you want to tell me?
There is no other way to say this. Podarkes is your father.
What sort of joke is this?
This isn't a joke.
I will kill you where you stand! This can't be.
Kyra, I'm sorry.
He took everything from me. How did you find this?
I found your old house. I know about your mother.
I can still hear her screams. A storm of blue armor and red blades tore through our home. I had to run through Mater's.
It was best you didn't.
It's good you told me in private. The men don't need to know this, not yet. But please, leave me for a while. I need to be alone.
What's that now?
Cassandra, I'm glad you came.
I'm glad you didn't throw another blade at me.
I know. You came all this way and I was cruel to you.
Well, you weren't the first, and you won't be the last.
Villians are kind people. At least we were. Before him.
Podarkes. You mean your father?
I was raised by hunters, rogue warriors, mercenaries. They are my true family. That man is not an arrow into his black heart. One for every Dillian family he's destroyed.
Then it's time we turn this predator into prey.
How do we get past his guards?
Soldiers need two things to fight. Swords in their hands and food in their bellies. Take them away, and the guards fall.
Scouts reported Podarkes' supplies and weapons were stockpiled in the old ruins on Delos Island.
I'll go to Delos, find their stockpiles, and destroy them. I should stay hidden if I don't want to fight. The Kintos ruins. This is where I'll find Podarkes' weapons and supplies.
Podarkes and the Athenians hold on...
Podarkes' troops will be helpless.
Another gap?
Break their supplies, break their will. Supply crate. Could destroy these without attracting attention. Who knew rebelling was this much fun? The soldiers' weapons. Don't mind if I do. That should do it. Kyra will want to hear about this. You're bleeding. A lot.
Come to turn me into the priests?
Depends what you've done.
Don't know if anyone told you, but it's illegal to die on this godforsaken island.
So I've been told.
Shame nobody told the beast roaming around. Vrach me to the one who kills it.
If you're paying, I'll hunt and kill this beast for you.
You're not the first hunter to tell me that. But I still have all my vrach me.
I've hunted many beasts. What am I hunting this time?
I'd call it a bear, but I'd be lying. This creature is Artemis's nightmare.
Where's the beast now?
Got as far away from that thing as I could. You'll find it north of here, near the coast. Just follow the trail of bodies. The bloodier the mess, the closer you are.
You're not from around here, are you?
Came through Arcadia, but Corinthia is my home.
I'll find the beast and kill it. Try not to bleed out before I return.
Stole from the sanctuary. He spilled blood on sacred soil. Good.
Socrates! You just make friends wherever you go, don't you?
Cassandra, what a pleasant surprise. What brings you to Thelos?
Once I heard the great Socrates was on Delos, I raced over to hear his words of wisdom.
Ah, but what are words? Can they be wise, or are they simply words?
Oh, no, you don't. I'm not getting sucked into one of these debates again.
Yet right now, there's a situation I would love your opinion on.
Fine.
Soldiers come, guards attempted to apprehend the man, he killed one of them.
Murder on Delos? They're probably going to kill him.
Indeed. Though it's illegal to end his life here, so he awaits his fate to be transported to Mykonos.
Where do I come in?
Would you say this rebel deserves death? That killing him brings justice?
Let me answer that by asking you this. What exactly is justice?
A brilliant question. He stole, which is wrong.
But it was for the freedom of his people, which is right.
He killed a man.
To save his own life.
He broke a sacred law, one he knew honored the gods.
So you're saying he can kill and steal, but stain the earth, and he should have his throat cut?
I am saying nothing, but when we stray from the law, are we not like the animals?
You know my opinion on that. Can I go now?
Of course, of course. There's just one more thing.
There always is.
The rebel is being held north of here in the Estiatorium. They're shipping him to Mykonos tomorrow.
Wait, all this just to convince me to save the man?
Convinced, never. Though I am curious, now that you know where he's held and why, would you save him?
I'm going to pay this rebel a visit. Sounds like we have a lot in common.
I thought you might, though I have no drachmae to give, only knowledge. Which one should prefer, for it is perpetual, not transitory.
Well, that's something, I think. A mighty beast, but you did not belong here. A bloody handprint. Hasn't been here long. A corpse. This one's had its guts ripped out. A feast for the birds. Might explain how that bear got to Delos. This record says the bear came from Arcadia. That woman was smuggling the beast. But why? There's nothing left to find here. I should return to the woman.
You're alive! And the monster?
The bear's dead, and you owe me payment. But first, let's talk about you. Arcadia, right?
Yes.
The bear was being smuggled from Arcadia. I found a record of what was on your ship, and your bloody handprints. Talk!
All right. We were smuggling the bear for a man named Sargon. Poseidon had other ideas. One of his storms crashed us here, and that evil beast broke free. It went right for the crew.
That explains the bodies.
They were my family!
You know, the Thelians would pay a good price for the person who brought this curse to their sacred land.
You wouldn't!
I would. Pay me, and maybe your secret dies along with that bear.
Despicable, Misthios! My family is dead, and you want more Vrachmi? I might be injured, but I can still kill you!
I'll make offerings. Thank you, Misthios. They were going to kill me, but you killed them first.
There will be more. Hurry, follow me.
I saw you. You loved spilling blood on sacred soil, just like me.
I'm nothing like you. Now shut up and follow me before you get us killed.
Death to our oppressors, and anyone else who tries to claim the Delos Islands. Delians are free.
More Delians will die if you don't shut up.
Silence is what led to this. I'll scream till my lungs bleed, and all soldiers are dead.
Malaka!
Another foreigner has spilled blood on sacred soil.
Perhaps. Cassandra, seeing you on Thelos sets my heart at ease. So tell me, how was your encounter with the rebellious prisoner?
You never told me he was an extreme...
Are we not both at some point or another?
He would have thrown you and your philosophies into the sea.
Perhaps when I was thinner, both in weight and philosophy. So, tell me, were you able to resolve the situation without bloodshed?
The rebel had guards. I relieved them.
Interesting. You thought the life of a thief and a murderer was worth more than that of soldiers doing their duty.
I wasn't even thinking about him, to be honest.
And what of the rebel?
Should be on his way back to Miconos, if he knows what's good for him.
Our choices are like ripples on water. They seem tiny and insignificant at the beginning, but they can become devastating tidal waves by the time they run their course.
It's a pleasure, Socrates. I can always count on you to give me a devastating headache.
The pleasure is mine, Cassandra. Hope to see you around the symposiums again.
Don't hold your breath.
man in one piece! And? Is it done?
Podarkes' guards will have to fight with their fists and on empty stomachs from now on.
Excellent.
So, what will you do once Podarkes is dead and the rebellion is won?
The sad truth is I have that every day has been a struggle to live, to love. Vengeance has all but consumed me. And what will Cassandra do once this is over?
We have a lot in common. I was hoping when the smoke clears we could find somewhere quiet.
And what exactly do we have in common?
I've seen you with a blade. You have a skill that could only come from the pleasures of battle.
Podarkes and his troops forced me into battle. I take no pleasure in it. My dreams are of peace, Misthios.
It's time we got going. When Podarkes learns of what happened on Delos, he'll want revenge.
And the first to suffer will be the Delians.
Here.
Scouts came back from Delos. The Misthios likes to set fires.
She just might be the answer to her prayers.
The Athenians are weak. Now we strike Podarkes where he'll hurt most.
His kidneys?
It's good to see you, Kyra.
Since you came here, I've actually started to believe we can win this rebellion. So, you were saying we strike?
Guards protect the island's treasury in one location. If we find it and steal it, the soldiers go unpaid, unfed, and unarmed. Podarkes will finally be vulnerable.
Then we can stick our blades in between his ribs, feed his liver to the dogs.
Before we start feeding organs to animals, can you get me to the nation's purse?
Our spies have located it in Miltiades' fort. I'll have Praxos gather the troops.
It's best if it's just the two of us. Easier to sneak in and out undetected.
You just want me all to yourself, don't you? Let's get going then. Victory is close. I can feel it.
We haven't won yet. The fort will be treacherous, and the gods can be fickle.
It was the gods who sent you to me. I refuse to believe they'd send you here to die. So what do you think of our islands?
I think I prefer Miconos. They really don't like you shedding blood on Delos.
The priests are so terrified of desecrating the sacred grounds of Apollo. Women about to give birth are sent over to Mykonos.
What happens if they don't make it to shore?
Both babies.
I'll catch you!
I'll keep an eye out for reinforcements. And don't you die on me.
The nation's treasure, ripe for the picking. Guards everywhere. I need to be careful.
Better check that out.
Nothing? Strange.
see this.
Cassandra, there you are. Good news, I hope.
When the people of Delos discovered Podarkes lost every coin of their nation's treasure, they're going to rip him to pieces.
You've weakened Athens' grip over Delos, exposed Podarkes, and may kiss you.
I don't see anything holding you back.
You breathed life into me. If only you'd arrived on Delos before Taletas.
These are dangerous times. I'd hate to meet Hades without having tasted those lips.
Very poetic for someone covered in blood. I like it. Would you even recognize me in the underworld? I wonder.
We should probably move. They're going to come looking for us.
I don't think I've ever really said thank you for coming here. You've given us hope. I'll go back to the hideout. But if you keep this up, Podarkes is as good as dead. I may finally know peace.
I'm looking for Kyra.
Not here. Gone hunting. Wants you with her, she said.
I'm in. Where is she?
Praying to the gods for a good hunt. The altar of Artemis. East from here, on the north bit of Tavern Point.
Thanks.
Keen-eyed Artemis, guide my bow. I pray to you with all my heart that Cassandra doesn't scare off the animals with her heavy footsteps.
I thought I was being quiet.
If that was you being quiet, we'll have nothing but trampled grass to eat for dinner.
Nice altar.
The flowers remind me of sweeter days. But your real concern should be, how skilled are you with that bow?
I don't need to pray to the gods to hit my targets.
They've been known to disguise themselves as animals. I just like to warn them I'm coming. Because I always hit my targets.
Sounds like a challenge.
Come, the ibex is swift. We're not going to catch any by standing and chatting. There's a spot down here where I used to hunt as a young girl. It was hunt or starve in those days.
Same for me. I started by catching and cooking rodents.
They make a good soup. But look how far you've come.
How far we've come.
Isn't it beautiful?
It is. Now show me how you use that bow.
You're skilled with a bow.
Among other things.
Your form is perfect.
With the bow?
That too. Your form is perfect.
With the bow?
That too. My people will be well fed, and the gods will have their sacrifice, thanks to you.
You're a great hunter. Why did you actually want me here?
Don't be naive. There's something between us, even though I know I shouldn't act on it.
Because you love Taletas.
Or at least I thought I did, until you arrived. The hunt clears my mind, to reflect on the words that passed between us.
Is that a good thing?
I know a spot down by the water. It's quiet. We'll be alone. What do you say?
I'm all yours.
The Ilians have suffered for so long. This is the first time I've felt happiness since the war began.
You can bring that to your people. These islands deserve peace. So do you.
And what about you? When this is all done, we could always use another set of capable hands.
My journey isn't over yet. But I may settle down someday.
You can do many things, Mistios, but settle down, I'm not so sure.
Another challenge?
Stop looking to the future to be happy when true happiness is right in front of you. You taught me that.
No. So I finally get to the beach and find this giant bear had eaten this crew of smugglers.
A bear? By Callisto, what did you do?
Well, I killed it. What else could I do? It would have torn me to shreds.
I'm starting to think no one is safe from that spear of yours. And what of the woman?
She attacked me on Delos. The sacred soil's never seen so much action.
Why is it so easy to talk with you?
Because we've lived similar lives, been through similar struggles, even though we grew up so far apart.
I want you, Cassandra. Here, now, under the stars.
I've wanted you since I laid eyes on you. Miconos is definitely my favorite island.
And you're my favorite, Mistios.
Taletas should know about this.
He will, in time. For now, he needs to focus on the rebellion.
So do we.
But first...
Step us! You have been a thorn in my side since you landed.
Soon I'm going to be a blade in your throat.
If you kill me, you will lose, evil beggar. We are everywhere. There isn't a rock you can hide under where we won't find you.
You are the snakes who hide. I'm going to bury you so deep, only Hades will find you. She's not your daughter anymore.
Many brothers were lost to the Athenian dogs, but we are still here! Cassandra, I didn't think you'd come here after calling my plan a suicide mission.
And miss your speech. Never.
Athenians give speeches. Spartans give orders.
If I was under your command, what would you order me to do?
Same thing I order my men. Bruised, bloody, or broken. Never hold back.
I never hold back.
I can tell.
I wasn't talking about fighting.
I know. And I'm tempted.
But...
But I sailed here for Kyra. She's the one I fight for. For now.
Well, if you're going to win these islands for her, you'll need more soldiers.
They'd never get here alive. The Athenian navy is too powerful, and our ship is at the bottom of the sea.
Mine isn't.
You'd confront them in open waters? Not sure if you're brave or just mad.
The Adresti and I have faced greater challenges than a few Athenian ships.
You fight like Achilles reborn. But even you couldn't defeat the entire navy.
But if I sink enough ships, the Spartans can get through.
There's something else. A helmet was left on board my ship. It was my brother's.
You wouldn't be talking about this helmet, would you?
You found it. This saved me more times than I can count.
You've been here long enough. How many ships protect Delos?
You'll never sink them all. We just need to punch a hole in their patrols, enough to send them scrambling.
So the helmet from your pater means a lot to you?
It does. He pried it from his pater on the battlefield of Thermopylae.
The sea's a big place. Where did your ship sink, exactly?
Somewhere off the northern coast of Miconos. We could see Miltiades fort as we swam to shore.
The sharks will have full bellies when I'm done.
should stay back, unless you are looking for a fight, of course. Hey! You can probably salvage it! They are heading straight for us! Someone needs the fire! Well, we got out of that alive. Something to thank you for. Debris could be useful. Hold until we're ready. Wait until they're out of range. We're taking damage from the flare! Well aimed! Commander's left the helm! You're released!
Ah, you're back! I overheard fishermen telling tales of the Adrestia cutting through the sea.
The Athenian navy is scrambling.
Ah! Let their blood feed the sharks.
You have heart, but your troops are your family now. The Athenians will want to kill all of us for what I've done.
Then we need to strike first.
Exactly.
If that's the plan, we attack their commanders. Athenians are sheep. Kill the shepherd, and the flock will flee.
March on them, and they'll see you coming. I work better alone. I'll take care of these commanders.
You're going straight for their throats. Still, leave some Athenian blood for me.
I need to know where to find them.
Kyra's spies tracked all three of them. One guards the quarry, one's camped nearby.
And the third?
Him, we don't know.
I want names, Taletas.
This Andros commands the Athenian elite guard. Polemion is their strategist. And the last, a general named Neoclis, is missing.
When the commanders are dead and more Spartans arrive, there will be plenty of blood for both of us.
We're going to find you, traitor! Think we won't spill your blood on Delos? Ha!
The commander has guards.
Thank the gods! Those soldiers are blood-hungry. They want me dead. They say I'm a deserter.
You look like a commander to me.
I don't recognize our army anymore. The things they do in the name of duty.
You'll never survive on Delos. I have a ship. Can you fire a bow?
I was an archer before I was a commander.
And now you're an archer again. Find my ship, the Adrestia. A man named Varnavas will be waiting for you. He'll keep you safe.
You are mine! It's time!
Getting away from me!
Move out of my way!
Τραγωδία κινείται μεταξύ τριών βαθμών. Εμείς συνεκτιμήσατε όλες τα Ελλάδα.
Μεγαλώνει με θεά, αγλαώτη με.
Taletas? What are you and your men doing out in the open?
The Athenian cowards are too afraid to attack anyone on their sacred lands. We like coming here to taunt them.
Spartans. You're all the same.
I take that as a compliment.
You haven't asked me about the commanders.
I already heard. Their forces are in chaos and their soldiers are defecting. Sparta owes you. I owe you.
Careful. You never know what I'll ask for.
Ha! Try me.
I would ask for Kyra.
Kyra?
And you. I want you both, Taletas. I know the way you two feel about each other, but...
Cassandra, maybe we should focus on the war.
Spartans. All war and no play.
You're a fine warrior. You've done much for the Rebellion, and Sparta. But I sailed to these islands for Kyra.
You have honor, Taletas. You don't know what you're missing, but you have honor.
Eagle Bearer, my name is Herodianos, second to Taletas in battle. The dogs of war howl for blood, and thanks to you, Sparta now howls back.
Sounds like a lot of howling.
And thanks to your victory against the Athenian fleet at sea, their best troops are at the bottom of the Aegean. The day is as good as ours. Join us.
I'd be honored to fight with Sparta.
To battle!
A bad day for Athens! A glorious day for Sparta!
These soldiers can't fight in heaven!
I could use some help over here.
Don't give them any ground!
I will stain the earth with your blood!
They sing songs about me, I bet!
people are happy.
As they should be! For the first time since Ares cursed us with war, the Delos Islands know freedom!
But where's Kyra? It's not like her to miss a chance to drink with her troops.
She told me you kept her secret. I'm still shocked. Podarkes was a complicated man, but he was still her father. She snuck off to send him to the ferryman alone.
All good warriors deserve their send-off, I suppose. Even Podarkes.
Pray that we're shown the same kindness when our time comes. In the meantime, there is wine to be drunk, and tales to be told.
Haha, make the tale great. The troops deserve it. Taletas especially.
Certainly, if you can find him. And when you do, remind him, I still plan to tell him how I lost this eye.
And the crew? Ready to sail?
On your order. But first, let the crew enjoy a drink and a...
Αφάγεται τούτο. Αυτό γίνονται στήριξη γράφει μόνο τραγωδίας.
Mistios, over here! Socrates said you're the one who saved my pater.
That lunatic... Rebel was your pater?
They had him and you saved him.
He needed saving, so I saved him.
That's not true. You're a hero.
If you're here, where are your parents?
Matter's at home. I told her we were safe, but she says we have to leave now. That the bad people will come for us.
You're not safe. The rebels are drinking and getting rowdy.
They said they're building a school. I'm going to learn to read legends of heroes like you.
Here, and try to stay out of trouble.
Μεγαλώνουμε και πολύ.
For the ferryman.
Go now. Into the river of black night and embrace the boundless gloom. You shall wander, obscure even in the house of Hades, flitting among the sadly dead.
You shouldn't have to say goodbye alone.
I'm glad I'm not alone. I've wanted to watch him burn for so long. Now that it's happened, I thought I'd feel peace.
And what do you feel?
I used to feel vengeful. Now, empty.
I was in your place once. The vengeance dies. Then the emptiness dies too. Give it time.
Time! I gave my entire life! I want it done. Kronos devours his children, rips them flesh from bone. Zeus had Prometheus torn open by birds for an eternity. Fate is cruel, and the gods are wicked.
Right here, right now, all that matters are the people who have fought for you. They need you now, not the gods.
You're right. They do need me, and I need them. We're rebels with nothing left to rebel against. They need me now more than ever. Thank you.
What will you do next? Mykonos will need to rebuild.
Then that's what we'll do. But not to put it back as it was, not as Pater wanted. We'll make this place a new home for our people to be free, to live good lives.
Kyra, he's gone. Your rebels are waiting.
They're celebrating. Let's celebrate with them. Goodbye, Pater.
Taletas? What are you doing out here?
This glory was supposed to be mine. Podarkes was mine to kill. These islands were mine to win for Sparta. You were mine, and Kyra took you from me.
Be reasonable, Taletas.
I tried to be reasonable. I am not reasonable. I am Spartan!
Thanks for being with me back there. I needed you.
I wanted to be. You know that.
Oh, did you hear? They're promoting Taletas to general and sending him back to Sparta in the morning.
Το ηχθιοπολίον εστί μέτερ, αντακαίων τάρχους και λευκόχους πάλι, ακυπησίους, φίνους, σκόμπρους και τρίγλας εξ ευξίδου πόντου. Έχομεν ταριχίους εκ της εκφόντου και προποντίδος. Έχομεν αλιπάς τους εκ της και άλλας εκ διοσκουρίας, τραπεζούντους, συνόπτης και Ηρακλείας. Μάλιστα. Έχω μελιχθείς απανταχώθεν του κόσμου.
Taletas is dead. He attacked me on the beach. Because of us.
He what? No! Why would he? Taletas! You fool! You stubborn, bull-headed, glorious fool! And you just had to kill him, didn't you?
He left me no choice.
I sent out 2 notes. And who responds? Taletas the Spartan and Cassandra the Eagle-Bearer. I never imagined you'd both bring me so much sorrow.
Kyra, I'm sorry.
So am I, Misthios. So am I.
You look ready to go.
Podarkes is gone, Kyra's with her rebels, and I have other targets to hit.
Then we sail! But first, I may have told Kyra you'd give a speech to the rebels before saying goodbye.
Let's say goodbye.
Sheridan! Settle down, settle down! Cassandra has something she'd like to say.
Today, you have your freedom. So celebrate! Let Dionysos fill your cup and the muses sing your songs.
And now, a toast to Cassandra, to victory! A fine speech, though I'm not sure many of these rebels can imagine a free Delos.
I think they liked it.
Of course, of course! Who wouldn't? I'll round up the crew. See you back at the ship?
Socrates! You looking to join our crew?
I've just come to see you off. I sail on a merchant ship in the morning.
May Poseidon calm the waves. Barnabas, is the Adrestia ready to sail?
The crew are in fine spirits, if a little hungover. But the ship is ready.
Good. I only wish we weren't leaving Kyra alone to rebuild her home.
Are any of us truly alone, who have our friends and allies beside us?
Exactly! Do you remember what you told me when you first set foot on these sands?
I said we came here to help people.
That's what we set out to do, and that's precisely what you did. They don't call you the mighty Misthios for nothing.
Who calls me that?
He does.
Now then, it's time we give the crew some orders. Where do we sail to next?
I won't rest until I know my family is safe. We do what we've always done. Follow their trail until I've brought everyone together again.